Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest XI. So the last time out, sorry, Hendrik officially joined the party, and we beat the people in the castle and sent off on our mission to basically go around the world and find out where our other party members have gone off to. Sorry, fucking hell. In order for us to save the world from Mordigan. So where we're heading off to first is we're going to have to go through the Mangle Grove, and once we've gone through it, in order to make our way towards this mountainous region called Pang Lai, which is supposedly where we can find one of our party members. Sorry, fucking hell. So that's where we're heading to next. So, through the Mangle Grove first. So in the Mangle Grove we've got a few new enemies. In terms of from the previous time that we were here, they're not completely new to us. But we've still got some of the enemies that we fought when we were originally here, the Sham Hat Witches. And also the big-lipped green monsters as well, and you can of course find vicious versions of those monsters as well, because we're in the second half of the second third, really, of the game. Sorry, fuck my throat. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. Oh, didn't notice you little bitch. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can just jump down. I think you have to go down this, the rope there. We've got more of these big flower creatures as well, which have shown up here. They're basically just stronger versions of ones that we've already faced. And we've also got the giant. What are the ogres? I can't remember the name of them, but the giant trolls. That's what they are. Who we will face off. Who we can face off against if you want, but we've already taken them on earlier in another area of the world, so we don't need to bother right now. So we're just continuing through. Now if we go to here, which is where we found the thing, if you'll remember. This is where we fought that devil really early on in the game. Basically we've got this area now where there's now a wooden, like a tree which has been kind of shoved over there, so now we can get over to this area. So we're at the Coast of Alor now, which is the kind of the midway point for kind of this big area, which kind of links you to a bunch of different areas. Sorry. And so we're heading through to this is the new area for for Mt Pang Lai. So yeah, got these pricks to deal with. But we aren't facing any new enemies here. They're all enemies that we've faced in other areas before. Like we've got the archers, the Bodkin archers. We've got these giant plant monsters. And we've also got these little dudes as well. Who are basically magic, who specialise in magic attacks. But as you can see, I'm not really bothering fighting any of these guys because, you know, there's no real point in leveling up, in fighting every enemy you can and leveling up. You might as well wait until you've got the whole party back together before you start, you know, getting back into the groove of, you know, fighting every single enemy that you can to level yourself up. Sorry. So what we're doing first is we're heading over to just this little place here where we've got shiny spot, diamond, which is a crafting item. It's a pretty rare crafting item from what I remember, so it's well worth going out of your way to get it. But where we're going next is we're going into this cave, which is by the campsite. We're heading in, boys, because this is where we need to go. So we're at the base cave now, and we have to fight these guys. In order to explore the island, we need to defeat the Dragon Riders. Dragon Riders have a couple of attacks per turn. But in terms of attack power, defensively they're pretty weak. And this is me not having realised now that I haven't made Hendrik only follow my orders. But anyway. So yeah, this guy... Dragon Riders don't hit particularly hard. The only pain in the arse bit about them is that they have like 2 attacks per turn, but even then that's not the end of the world. And yeah, you need to defeat one of the golden ones just so in order to make it through the mountain. So that's what we got to do. There's also a little area here where there's like basically like a lake in the cave, which has a bunch of sparkly spots for us to grab shit. I think there's also a chest, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it might just be sparkly spots, but I'll have to see. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of sparkly spots here for you to grab stuff. Chunk of mithril ore, which is rare. Mithril ore and enchanted stone, which are pretty rare items. Used for crafting, so well worth going out your way to get them. And the enemies here are basically these the giant boulders, but we've faced off against those before. They're really nothing special. But there we go, we're through. God, my throat. And we head over here, and we're now in a snowy region. And yeah, so we've got Hawk Knights, who we've faced off against before. The Honeyhead Hawk. No, the Honeyhead Hawk Knights are a new variant. They hit decently hard, like 20 to 20, between 20 and 30 damage. Defense isn't all that special, and I've now changed it so that now that Hendrik follows my orders. But there we go. Nice and easily done. They're not really that hard to defeat at all. And if you're wondering why you need a Hawk Knight, there is an item or a sparkly spot, I can't remember which, over water, so in order to get them you have to do that. This is a brand new enemy, the Boreal Serpent, which I've just killed with one unbridled blade. Basically they're just big physical hitters, and they've got strong defense. I know I just killed it with one move, but I did use like a super strong attack. My strongest attack, the unbridled blade. So yeah, and you can fight a bunch of these around here, and they do give you a pretty good amount of experience. So this is a decent grinding spot where you can just, go back through into the cave, let them respawn, kill them, and then go back into the cave, and you can just do that over and over and over again. Tom, press the RT. Thank you, bitch. We're going to be going in there a bit later on. But we're going across to here first because we've got ourselves a chest to open. A staff of anti-magic. Kind of gives you a little hint as to who we might be finding here. But yeah, we're not going in there first. First of all, we're heading into this giant kind of monastery at the top of the mountain. Because it's... I think it's supposed to be based on Tibet, from what I remember. With the giant monastery up high in the tallest mountain and stuff like that. You can buy weapons here, and you can buy items as well. The weapons, from what I remember, are good, but but they're kind of expensive for the money that you've got at this point, and it might be worth just waiting around until you get to like the better kind of more town kind of and city kind of areas, where you'll be able to find more stuff. So yeah. Oh my god.
Swine. You think that your blockade will break us? Think again. The disciples of Angri are made of sterner stuff. As you
so yeah, the disciples of Angri. So yeah.
What in the... These movements must be intended to confound us.
Yeah, they want to fight us because apparently Heliodor had been blockading
all of you.
items and kind of equipment and stuff and going to Angri. Yeah, your High Llama. They're not being subtle.
They are soldiers of Heliodor.
We are not sure soldiers. Fuck off. So of course it's just more of it's more of the problem, you know, a misunderstanding once again of not knowing what's going on in what was going on in Heliodor until just a little while ago. He recognizes us.
Within you. Tell me, young man, are you the luminary?
It's kind of interesting that I sense a great deal of power from you. Kind of because it was kind of thought of that we'd lost our powers when thingamajiggy Mordegon kind of stole the seal of the mark of the luminary in order for him to, you know, basically get the sword of light. Kind of says here that, you know, our power hasn't been lost. We've still got it. So kind of interesting in that regard.
One so young. There is more to him than meets the eye. That much is certain. Well, we have come
Yeah, Hendrik is still very much. He's very much the cool, calm, and collected, serious kind of party member. He's all very, you know, he's all business. There's good old Hendrik. Dude, if I had wanted to, I could have kicked your ass. Moving on. So yeah, this is split up into like 3 floors. The first floor here you can get weapons and items. So yeah, you can buy the Battle's Rest, which is kind of useful for Jade when she rejoins the party later on. Got the Bastard Sword, the Spirit, and the Spirit Cleaver. We've also got some staffs. Your first axe as well, the Cavalier axe. But again, it's worth kind of waiting a little bit longer until you can get into a city area. You can also sleep here as well to recover your health, if needs be. And then up on the second floor... Oh yeah, it's 2 floors, sorry. My brain. Oh no, it's 3 floors. I was right. Here, this is where you can find... we can find some more books to read, as well as some more items to nick. Because that's how JRPGs work. Don't go hangry. I love that book title. Kind of talking about the food that is available in Angri, which is kind of cool. But I love that title though. Girl About Town, Puerto Valor. So yeah, this is a book talking about Puerto Valor and all of its all of its all the stuff that you can do there. I think it gives you a little bit of a hint as to where you can go next, or where is likely to go next, where, you know, which is the best place to go next, really. Mini medal, nice. Which we will go. We will be heading to Puerto Valor soon enough. Yeah, you can save on this floor as well. And then on the very top floor, the very top floor I think is only used for story stuff. So the very top floor is like where the High Llama lives and all of his companions.
As I believe you know, it is my privilege to serve as High Llama of this most sacred temple.
I am to address
So
you
yeah,
as
he's the guy in charge.
Your Holiness, correct? Might I ask what you and your people know of my companion?
Why, everything, of course.
Like I say, Hendrik is trying to be, very much the serious character, trying to be very polite to the High Llama and
What do you mean?
trying to get information that might help us at the same time.
Nothing more. Tell me, do you recognize the symbol on this banner?
I don't know, the camera hasn't panned to it yet. There we go.
It is the emblem.
So yeah, that's it's the emblem of Drundersil.
The princes of that nation have come to train with us
so
for
yeah.
6 years of their youth. Your young
So yeah, apparently for if Drundersil hadn't fallen,
thus did we expect him to come here as a boy.
we would have been the hero would have ended up coming here to train under Grandmaster Pang.
That was not to be.
But unfortunately, you know, we know what happened to Drundersil just after we were born.
Good part of your childhood. What of his tutor?
Yeah, the first 6 years of your life.
Grandmaster Pang, you speak of.
When the Lord of Shadows brought the world tree low, the Master set out to summon a magical mandala to protect the temple from destruction. The spell
Wow.
succeeded, but its
She's pretty
power
strong.
was too great. Grandmaster Pang did not return.
So yeah, Grandmaster Pang has kind of disappeared, but as we know from going through
Now that the Master is gone, it falls to
what
me to
the
guide you.
Rab's kind of side story.
It lies
We know
behind
that
this hall.
Grandmaster Pang is
There's
still
something
alive
you
and
must
kind of
see.
training Rab. So yeah, he's probably. So you can probably guess now who we're going to be finding. So yeah, it's not really a spoiler at this point. You could kind of guess when Grandmaster Pang was brought up. So yeah. So Rab's going to be here somewhere, but we don't know where yet. So yeah, he wants us to go there, but before that, we're going to go up to the very, very, very tippy top. Because there is some shit for us to buy. To Nick. Buy? What am I talking about? I think there's a chest in this room, I'm pretty sure. Hi. I'm just having a look around, don't mind me. I think this is supposed to be the High Llama's bedroom. It's really this is a massive space, man. On the nature of the naughty... yeah. So we've got a book talking about the Angri stick. They kind of mention other... interestingly, they kind of mention another couple of things as well, like other items which are used to, like... to punish people for not... behaving right. The Sutra of Angri. This just kind of talks about the duty of the people who live in Angri of kind of protecting humanity and trying to find the sense in the world, basically. It's just kind of cool. So next we've got to head in here. Hi. And we go to the very back. And we've got this building.
Beyond those doors lies the field of discipline.
Yes, this is the field of discipline.
Strive for enlightenment.
So this is supposed to be the area where the people who live here kind of stride to become stronger. Erdwin, nice.
To defeat the Dark One, Erdwin came to our temple to learn
So
from
yeah,
the
apparently
Wise Ones
Erdwin came to
who
this
made
temple
their
in
homes
order
here,
to
even then.
learn from the Wise Ones
The
who
first
made their
Grand Master,
home in Angri,
i.e. accepted him as a disciple.
i.e. accept him as a disciple and train him in the secrets of spiritual realization.
But he did not train alone. During his time here, he met
So
someone
what
who
this
would
area
change
also
his
is
fate.
this is basically a
Who was this place?
Another
combat area for you in this
idealist
second
disciple,
half of the game.
a young mage whose talent outshone that of all who had come
Ah,
before.
Morkant.
A man named
This is the
Morkant.
mage who helped the
Erdwin and
hero
Morkant would train together every day, each
defeat,
striving to outstrip the other.
helped to
Though
defeat
they were
Dark One the
fierce
first time.
rivals, they became
Um,
firm
I'll be
friends.
honest, when I first heard the name
When
Morkant,
their training
I
was
thought
complete,
that
Morkant
he
joined
was
with
somehow
Erdwin in
related
his quest
to
slay the Dark One.
Mordegon,
Without Morkant's
that he
magic,
was
he might
maybe
never
like
have
the
prevailed.
evil in, he was
Before
he
setting
bas-
out,
maybe
they
he
carved an inscription
betrayed
into the
Erdwin or
stone,
something,
a
but I
pledge of
don't
eternal
think that's the
friendship.
case.
It has been a treasure
It's
of
been a while
ours
since I've
ever since.
gone through this entire story, to be honest,
Morgan.
so I'm having a hard time
I have
remembering.
not heard the name before.
Now, allow me
No
to
one's
show
heard
you
that
to
name
the
before,
field of
interesting.
discipline, if you
Um,
would be so good as to follow me.
And of course, Morkant is going to be of interest when we find Rab. But anyway, that's going to be it for this part. Join me next time for the next part of Dragon Quest XI, when we're going to we're going to be talking to the High Llama to find out where we need to go in order to find our next companion. And we'll be meeting up with them and seeing what they've been up to all this time. So yeah, see you next time.